if you don't know how to launch your product in the new market, or if you want to just test your product in the new market, this is for you. By the way, hi, I'm Hyein. I am the founder of HY Marketing and a social media specialist. So let's dive right into it. Firstly, this is the criteria you have to think about: success record or no success record. So if you are a big brand or a large brand, you already have some format of success record in your marketing data, right? But if you are from like a startup or really tiny small business, you might not know more about what even success record, right? So based on this kind of information, whether you have a success record or not, there is a two format that actually you can go for when it comes to launch your product in the new market or test your product in the new market. So, number one, the challenge format. This is really effective for those specific brands, especially related to health or something like a pills or drinks for their diet, or even related to the beauty product, because it's really competitive in any market. And then without having like a deep dive into like a connection building, the community feelings, people will not really buy your product instantly, because we want to make sure that this is trustworthy and then this is really reliable. Actually, this is the idea that we supported for the 10-figure business recently from Russia. And they wanted to promote their healthcare products and also beauty products. And then one of the things that we had to consider is how we can actually sell like some couple of items or even 100 or 1,000 items after the challenges. And then we could do like offline marketing, something like a marathon like theme, or we could even do hosting the pop-up events, but these cost a lot. And then we understand that we want to really succeed in the new market, but we also want to make sure that it's really cost effective. So that's why we came up with this challenge format idea. So I'm going to show you what that means. So this is the brief process that we actually suggested for the 10-figure global brand. And this is something, the initial phrase that we actually work on, like the Facebook ads and social media. And then we will more focus on Facebook ads since we need to target those specific people who want to join the challenge, right? And then afterwards, we actually need the views or impressions, like almost 500K from especially Facebook ads, and additional more views from social media for nurturing process. And then people will actually click the ad creatives, like average would be just 3%, so we put 3%, although we usually succeed like 5 or more. There will be the email opt-in process, like average would be just 20%. This is like based on industry. And then there will be extra challengers, 20%. And after the challenges finishes, like 15 days after or 20 days after, there will be sales process going on, like the format of packages here, or we can actually build some subscription model for them to buy those specific products. And then for during this process, there will be email automation, and then making sure that they will join our Facebook group or WhatsApp or any other relevant social networks. Especially in South Korea, we use like Kakao or Naver Cafe. It's kind of different. There will be social media nurturing works again to make sure that everything is clear, and then we can actually provide more information based on keywords or content pillars we made before. And then after the challenge is finished, we will make sure that we sell something to those challengers, or even those people who joined the email but they didn't show up in challenges. So in this retargeting phases, we will make sure the social media, Facebook ads, and email is on point so that we can actually sell something. This is how the launch campaign will be in the next like 2 months or 3 months. And after this kind of like phases, we will actually analyze and audit and monitor which actually step was broken or which steps should be improving. So this was the number one challenge format. And there is a number two, giveaways or selecting testers event. This is related to influencer campaigns, by the way. So if you are really familiar with the influencers hub, or if you are just up for just hiring the micro influencers from specific platforms like Instagram or TikTok or other platforms, you can actually do, or otherwise actually you can create some format of carousel posts or just static posts or even reels to promote we need testers for this specific product, something like this kind of like event. And then you can actually boost the post with some money, ad budget in your Instagram or other relevant platforms. Or even you can make some campaign, the Facebook ads campaign for giveaways or specific we are hiring testers or something like that, that kind of like things actually you can do. Or so this the second option, actually we gave this idea to another skincare brand from Australia. They were actually having really success in Taiwan and then Australia at the same time. And then they want to tap into South Korea and Japan. So that's why we suggest these giveaways and then selecting testers format of event, because we already know that we have the specific target group, which is actually they have a really success record in Costco, and then they are actually expanding to Costco Korea and then Japan. So that's why we found a really great target group in search engines, and then we will actually run some advertising in those groups. And then yeah, that's kind of things that we can actually do the giveaways and then the testers event, right? So this was the campaign idea that actually you can actually utilize. And after the campaign, you actually have to make sure that if the campaign was successful, meaning the every step should be really making sense each other. Like if something is broken, for example the copywriting, even because copywriting is related to targeting, and then the ad creatives also related targeting, but sales should be based on the people who can actually afford your product. If you are really targeting not related people, then you are not going to actually succeed in sales. So that's why targeting is so important. With just generic copywriting or generic creatives will not help you in when it comes to bringing more sales. Okay. And then for social media purpose, the reason why I suggest this social media is because social media is for a nurturing process, building more rapport, or it's more about trust building, right? Because if you are tapping into the new market, you don't have any online presence in the new market. So that's why like having one social media or two social media is really important to really interact with your audience, and then along with your campaign event to make sure that you have a really online presence in the new area. So I hope it was helpful for you. In the next episode, in the next video, I'm going to talk about more about how you can succeed your campaign with Facebook ads, meaning without landing page, actually you can run your Facebook ads to test your market fit or launch your product. So I'm going to show you how you can actually do that later. Okay, bye for now.